Hey everyone, it's Nicole with Headspace. I'm here to do our weekly check-in. So, we just had our super full moon last night in Aries, and I don't know if anyone else woke up on the crazy side of the bed. I don't know. The aggressive side of the bed. I feel like that Aries energy has got me a little hyped up today. I feel like, one, I don't want to deal with anyone's bullshit. I don't have time for it. And then also, I don't know, I'm just feeling a little fiery tonight. So we're going to do a reading, just do a little cleansing here. That feels good. Yeah, so Aries is fiery. We definitely will probably feel like you want to start doing things maybe as well, stepping into gear, more action oriented energy coming through, maybe being more assertive as well. So that is the energy coming through for last night's full moon. We're still in that energy. Lasts 3 days before, 3 days after. So if you forgot to do any of your manifestation rituals or anything, you can still do it tonight. The energy's still strong. So if you want to do any spells or releasing or anything like that, definitely tonight is a good night. You can still charge your crystals or cleanse them or whatever you do. So yeah, let's move this over. Okay. All right, so I guess start shuffling some cards, and we'll see what we have going on for this little energy check-in for the collective. I feel like also, oh Jesus Christ. I feel like, I know the last few readings there's been a lot of new beginnings and blah, 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 blah. I feel like this full moon energy is definitely feeling like it's ramping that up a little bit as well. So, you know what? I need to reshuffle these. This feels like the last reading I just did for someone. Let's do a little cleanse. Okay. Let's do a message for the collective. Message for the collective. Let's see what we have. All right. All right, let's see. All right, so just shuffling the cards, we're doing a collective energy check-in. Oh, I need one more card to make it even, or it'll drive me nuts. Thank you. And yeah, also I do have virtual readings available, so you can go to headspacenewjersey.com. The links are all in the bios. That you can go on and book a virtual reading if you want. And I also do monthly subscription readings. So it's a monthly one-on-one virtual reading, and it just helps to check into your energy, give you some guidance, validation, all that good stuff. And you can start and stop anytime, and you also can go ahead and schedule those readings as well for yourself. So whatever time slot works for you. And then also, if none of those time slots work for you, send me a little message and we'll see if we can accommodate another time. All right, these cards are just flying out. So let's see what we have for our little energy check-in for the collective. Alrighty. I was just talking before, if you missed, about the Aries full moon that we just had last night that we're still in the energy of. So I was saying it's just very fiery. I woke up ready to I don't know, fight people today or just not deal with bullshit and nonsense. So I don't know if you guys are all feeling that, but let me know. All right, so let's see what we have for the collective. for our little check-in. All right, so I definitely feel some healing energy coming through on this reading. I feel like for some of you, you definitely are going through a healing right now. It feels like you have like old things that you are really trying to like work through, or you're being asked to work through. It's like you're being asked to release what's no longer serving you, releasing emotional pain. And I feel like the more that you're able to release this, the more that you're able to receive new blessings, new love, that kind of a thing. I feel like you're also being asked to maybe like do actual physical healing things. So whether it's like, you know, getting out in nature or the water, or writing or burning things, or going to meditations or doing readings like this, anything like that that's going to help you to move along further with your healing journey is definitely coming through strong. I feel like you guys are being asked to walk away from anything that is not serving you for your best and highest good, anything that's unhealthy, that is just not making you feel good. You're definitely being asked to walk away from that, especially on this like healing path and healing journey that you're on. I feel like for a lot of you, your spirit guides are kind of just wanting you to know that like everything is okay. You are on the right path. Like even though you're going through a lot of like emotional things right now maybe, and you are trying to like move past some of old regrets, old resentments, old things that you're needing to forgive within yourself and for others, like your guides are just telling you like you're okay, you're not alone, we're with you. Like just, you know, everything is working out. Just keep moving forward. I feel like for a lot of you as well, you're needing to remember that it is okay for you to receive, that it's okay for you, one, to receive as far as like attracting things, receiving things that you're wanting, receiving things that you're manifesting, but also like help is another thing. Like it's okay for people to help you. It's okay for people to give to you. Like you're safe and it's okay to receive. What else do we have? I feel like you're also being guided to, with the receiving thing, you're being guided to kind of like restructure the way that you think about receiving as well. That like you don't need to suffer, you don't need to sacrifice. You know, that you kind of like need to release any of like these poverty, like that poverty mindset that some of us have, you know, kind of, I think a lot of us have grown up, you know, being taught this way of thinking about money and finance and just abundance in general. And it's like we need to kind of like release that. And I think that's part of the emotional healing that you guys are going through as well, is like releasing resentment against money and earning it and abundance and the flow of it and all of that. And knowing that like you don't need to suffer or sacrifice to call in abundance. You know, that abundance is just an energy, and that you can attract these energies and manifest things without having to like sacrifice yourself for it, you know? So I feel like you know, just kind of like releasing that is going to be helpful. Releasing resentments about money too. I feel like for this collective, you really have a lot of resentment with money, and how to earn it, and maybe that you don't feel like you ever have enough, or you know, it's like you work hard and you just don't feel like it is an equal give and take with specifically money and financial abundance in this instance. So it feels like maybe trying to switch your mindset, and like instead of seeing money as like a tool that you know, that gets you what you want and everything, is like shifting your mindset to think that like it is just it's an energetic exchange, and that you know, it's not really the money that you want, it's what the money gets you, and that's typically like freedom, right? Freedom to have what you want, freedom to have stability, freedom to just feel safe and secure. So just releasing resentments about money, I think, is also going to help you to actually call in more money, you know? I also feel like you are having you're having a hard time maybe staying positive, keeping the faith, keeping optimistic, and your guides are really wanting you to really try to step into that positive energy, and that's what's going to call in more positive experiences, more positive opportunities. And so I think if you have more positive expectations, that's what's going to help to continue to call in, not focusing on the negative, not focusing on what you don't have, not focusing on what's setting you back or whatever. You need to focus on what you do have, focusing on just all of the positive things that you have in your life. Showing gratitude for that as well is really going to help you to call in more of the positive and more of the abundance, financial, whatever type of abundance that you're calling in. I think you guys in this collective are also being divinely guided to make a change. I think that there is something that might feel a little bit risky to you with this change, but I think that you're definitely being guided to make that change. And it might not feel comfortable right now, but I do feel like once you do take that make that change, you will feel comfortable in it as you continue to step in to that energy more deeply. I feel like what is familiar to you is no longer appropriate for you. I feel like what used to resonate with you, what used to feel good for you, may not resonate with you anymore, may not feel good to you anymore, and that's okay. And that's kind of like your guides, like kind of like giving you that push to be like, yeah, it's okay. Like we're with you, we're guiding you. Like there's a reason why this doesn't feel good. Like go ahead, like take that leap of faith. You don't have to only like work within your familiar, territory. Like sometimes we need to grow, and with growth comes like unfamiliar territory and sometimes a little bit of discomfort, or there's always like a fear behind it, but it just feels like you're being divinely guided to make this change, whatever it is that you're feeling called to do. I do feel like you are also being called to be mindful of how you are spending your money as well. Being mindful of not just like being willy-nilly with your money. And I think that it's also like being mindful of how you're spending your money and being mindful of like how you're not spending your money. Like you need to find a good balance on where you want to, not where you want to, but like how you perceive money. Because I feel like if you're just like willy-nilly, not having any regard for money, it's not going to help you call in more. But also if you're like too stuck on holding every dollar and penny, and not spending it or using it or whatever, or fearing like you're not going to get it back, that's also not going to call in money to you as well. I feel like you're also being called to definitely continue, if you're not already, to enjoy nature, to be out in nature, surround yourself in nature. I'm on the East Coast and we're coming into fall, and it's really just such a beautiful time of year. It's my favorite time of year. The leaves are starting to change, the weather is getting crisp, and it's just like that cozy weather. And it's like, go outside, have a fire outside, go for a walk in the woods. It's still nice enough to go walk by the beach and get that energy. But really just being outside with nature, even, bringing plants into your house, and having that around you, I think is very, like cleansing, energetically, emotionally, physically. So just making sure that you're grounding yourself and cleansing yourself, with nature, stopping to smell, the roses, that kind of a thing. I'm also feeling like for some of you, you're kind of, again, with that divinely guided change, you are being asked to step onto a new path. I feel like a lot of you are kind of like right at the fork at the road, the crossroads, where you see this new path. It looks really scary. It looks like you don't know what to do, but really like it is like the shiny new path that is smoother and easier, but you're so used to being on this like, dirt path with a million pebbles and you're rolling your ankle and things are popping out of you and there's bugs and spider webs and you gotta jump over logs to keep going, and it's like you're used to that though. You're used to having to go through it, and I feel like your guides are just like, take the new path. Like just because you're used to it doesn't mean it works for you. It hasn't worked for you this whole time. Like, just take the new path. It seems scary. It seems too easy. It seems like, you know, it's not going to work out. You don't know what's at the end of the path, but they're really like, just try something new, because this old way of doing things, it's just not been working for you, and it's time for you to step into a new energy, and a new version of yourself. I feel like for some of you, you are needing to, you're needing to watch someone or maybe a group of people around you. I feel like there's some like tricky energy around you maybe, or it also feels like it could be that you're not being honest with yourself, maybe more, is what I'm getting actually. I feel like you're needing to like release the bullshit with yourself almost. Like you are, it's almost like you've been telling yourself this story that's just like not true anymore, you know, like maybe you've been telling yourself there's this version of you that just like doesn't exist anymore. You're just being mean to yourself, and it's like you're lying to yourself, or you're lying to yourself about a certain situation. And I just feel like you need to kind of like release that, and like kind of like release, like it's almost like you know, like when a snake like sheds its skin or whatever. I feel like you need to like shed that skin and let this new version of yourself out. I think it's like you almost need to check yourself right now, really, is what it feels like. I feel like this is part of like the healing that you're going through too, is like you need to check yourself and get yourself in line, and like, you know, take that leap of faith and move forward on that new path. I do see a partnership coming in. I do see, it does feel like an even partnership coming through for some of you, not all of you, definitely. I feel like this is something that is, again, this feels like someone is coming in with this like lighter energy. I feel like they, you know what, this is feeling like, this feels like it could also be this like sneaky energy. I feel like some of you need to watch out for someone that is like trying to come in. They're trying to be slick. They're trying to like fool you or lie to you or whatever. I feel like they're not trustworthy, but they're presenting as if they care about you. They're presenting as if they want an even exchange or an even partnership. I feel like this is something that, you know, when something like looks too good to be true, or it's like shiny and, you know, like pretty, but it's like, it's really just like I don't know. It doesn't feel like, I feel like you need to watch yourself with ever this energy that's coming through. It does feel like a masculine energy. That doesn't necessarily mean that it is a man, but whoever this is carrying, a masculine energy, or they're leading with a masculine energy. And I feel like you need to stick up for yourself. You need to stand up for yourself and be assertive, and like put them in their place, and like let them keep it moving, really. Because it feels like they have ulterior motives, or like not good intentions. But they're really presenting like they want to be like in a true partnership, and they're like, it just seems like they're trying to be like, you know, charming, and they're saying all the right things, but I think a lot of you feel the energy that it doesn't feel right, that it doesn't feel authentic, or there's just something off. Like trust that feeling, because this doesn't feel like a good energy around you. Yeah, so I think that is what I have. That was a really quick, fast, intense reading. I don't know, maybe I'll pull a couple more cards. Let's pull some more cards. See what else we get. But yeah, that definitely watch out for that energy. Again, like I said, it is a masculine energy, but it feels like it could be man or woman. It could be romantic. It could be business. It could be friendship. It, you know, there's no, you know, it applies to everyone differently. So just take what resonates and leave the rest, as they say. Let's see what else we have coming through. Okay, so I also am getting that, okay, so it's funny, this actually just came through on another reading I just did before. So there's energy coming through that, yeah, if you don't trust someone, trust trust your feelings for sure. So I feel like following this energy of this like sneaky energy that's coming through, it's like you're being guided to like put energy into yourself first. It feels like you are needing to make yourself the most important, energetically, financially, with love, self-care, all that stuff. Like you need to put energy into you first. You need to like clear out what's no longer serving you, focus on yourself. I feel like you need to like reorganize the way that you like have been moving forward, the way that you like think about yourself. And I think that like that's when things are going to start to flow to you more easily. I feel like you are needing to step out of this energy where you're chasing all the time. You need to start attracting. And I think the way that you do that is by putting the work into yourself, by working on your self-care and your self-love and cutting out everything else that is not aligning with that. I feel like you are definitely trying to manifest things, and the more that you put this energy into yourself, the more that you love yourself, the more that you set these firm boundaries, the more that you're able to manifest in what you're wanting. And I feel like it's also going to help to give you more energy. I feel like if you've been feeling energetically drained, it's because you're not putting the energy into yourself and you're worrying about everything out here on the outside. You need to put the energy into yourself. I also feel like if you are wanting to, I feel like you need to be more aware of, like how you're giving your generosity to people, places, things, whatever, right? You're needing to make sure that, yes, you can be generous with other people. Yes, you can volunteer your time. Yes, you can donate. Yes, you can, help people and do all those things. But also, like, you need to do that for yourself. And you need to make sure that you are, like, reserving, your time and your money and your resources for yourself as well. And that will multiply so that you do have more, to give to others. But it's like you ultimately need to give to yourself first before you try to give to others, because you're going to get to this place where you can't continue to give in a positive way that feels good if you don't give to yourself first. And then again, that's how you're going to be able to attract more of what you want, manifest more of what you want. And I think I think when you start doing that, you're going to notice that you are going to get more things coming in for you. So, I do see the more that you put energy into yourself and pay attention to yourself, focus on healing yourself, focus on standing up for yourself. I do feel like abundance is going to come into you way easier than you've experienced before, and more like out of the blue. Like I feel like you're just gonna feel it like kind of come in all of a sudden. So that is the reading that I have for this collective, for our little energy check-in. If you missed any part of it, I'm going to replay these so you can go ahead and watch the repost. If it resonated, I do have personal one-on-one virtual readings available, and I also do monthly subscriptions where you will subscribe and you get a monthly reading that is personal, also virtual. For all of that, you can go on to the website headspacenj.com. The link is in the bio, and you can go right on and book your appointments right there. If you're interested in the subscription, you can also do that right there as well. The subscriptions, you can start and stop anytime, and you also get to book them every month according to what is going to work for your schedule. And if you have any questions or you don't find a time slot that works for you, definitely send a message and we'll try and get that set up. So that is what I have for you guys tonight. It's Tuesday. Again, I will repost it, and I will be back Friday morning for our week ahead reading. So good luck with the rest of this full moon energy. Have a good night, guys.